So I've got to admit, it's really great to be back here on the farm. Isn't that right, little barn cat? You really missed me, didn't you? Oh, and I missed you too, Mr. Pablo Barn Cat. I really missed you. Well, I had a ton of fun hanging out with my friends down at Homesteaders of America. It's really good to be back here on the farm. Isn't that right, Pablo? Isn't that right, Pablo? Huh? The chickens also seem to have grown up overnight. Look at them. I'm still not sure who's a rooster and who's a chicken, but we've got these 6 and they're all looking pretty much like a chicken. I'm working on my plan for how I'm gonna house them this winter. Stay tuned for that in a future video. It's gonna be pretty exciting actually. So a number of you have been writing me and asking how the ducks are faring and how they're settling into their new duck house. So I figured might as well give you an update and a tour. So let's do it. How's it going, ducklings? Yeah, everybody's doing good. Doing really good. Oh, don't walk on that. So see this one right here? Right here? This one right here? So that was the little young duckling that we had hatch out. Remember we tried to hatch out 3 ducklings naturally? Well, this one right here, again right there, she's getting dang near grown up now. She's about, I don't know, 9, 10 weeks old now at this point. And so she's looking pretty gosh darn grown up. Pretty remarkable. The Quacken's still a little bit sad about missing Delilah Puddle Duck. She's gone. She has not come back. But I do want to also actually alert your attention to Samson Puddle Duck. This guy right here. Let me go catch him and I'll show you something. Come here, buddy. So Samson here is the son of Jemima and Samuel Puddle Duck, and he is massive. You know, a funny story about him. When he was first hatched, he was kind of a weird looking duckling. He is now grown up, he's fully grown, he is an adult drake duck, and he has just grown to be an absolutely massive duck. I mean, look at the size of him. I could barely hold him with 2 hands here. Easy, bro. I mean, he's just not easy to hold. He's big and strong and powerful. And it's funny too, the geese, as I've been introducing the ducks and the geese and commingling them more and more, the geese have absolutely adopted Samson as a goose because he's so gosh darn big, I think. And plus he's white, so he sort of looks like a goose. But he is a big pekin. I don't even know how heavy he is, but just even holding him here, he's like, I don't know. Look at him. Look how big Samson is. He is a big duck. This is a duck, folks. This is not a goose. He is a duck. You know, his father, Samuel, was a big, hefty duck, but he is by far the biggest duck we have ever had on our farm at this point. I mean, good golly, look how big he is. He's not even all that fat. He's like just strong like ox. All right, down you go, buddy. You know, generally speaking, the ducks don't like to be held. Only for the good of science will I pick them up. He's like, oh, I gotta wash myself off of all this human. No matter how hard I try to give them clean water, they always end up making it look like chocolate milk. So as far as the ducks moving into the duck house, they're getting pretty well settled. While there's mishaps here and there, generally speaking, the water system is working really well. In addition to that, they are able to actually use the nesting boxes, so I'm finding more and more eggs actually tucked away in the nesting box, even though, you know, occasionally there's an outlier that might not go. You know, some of our younger ducks that we hatched out earlier this summer actually just started laying as well. I noticed that they're the ones laying the much smaller eggs, and they're laying them in kind of irregular places. To give you guys a bit of a size comparison, right? So this is generally speaking a mature egg, and this is one of the pullet eggs. This is quite a deal larger than this one. It's almost like, this is like the size of a normal chicken egg, and this is just much bigger. And as far as the duck house itself goes and moving everybody in and out, you know, I know in an earlier video you guys saw me struggling that first night and trying to get them in and out. I am pleased to say that I am confident that there will be a full return of the release of the Quacken. Release the Quacken! little windy this morning with that bomb cyclone. Hey girl, I'm sorry you got trapped in here. Like, if you guys have been following our Instagram stories, you'll see I've been showing as they come out in the morning. It's not without its hitches. They're still sort of adjusting to the ramp a little bit. It's a little bit slippery for them. Getting them in at night is a little harder. There's a couple of challenges I'm facing. Let me show you what I mean. We're gonna try this right now. Just all ducks, go to bed. All ducks, go to bed. Get out from under there, come on. They have a tendency to try to hide under the house. These stinkers. All ducks, go to bed. All ducks, go to bed. Come on. All ducks, go to bed. All ducks, go to bed. Got a couple of them that are learning, but most of them aren't doing it. Looking for the rest of the flock, eh? All right, hang on. Give me a minute. I'll get you guys all set up for dinner. See, what happens is I have some of the ducks who seem to know what they're doing and they go right in. But some of them sort of think of this as a game and they dawdle a lot more. Come on, my fungus. All ducks, go to bed. All ducks, go to bed. All ducks, go to bed. All ducks, go to bed! All ducks, go to bed! Allison has affectionately named her Quackin'. She's one of our younger ducks, and she's always a pain in the neck. The most stubborn duck by far. Come on, girl. All ducks, go to bed! There you go, up you go. There we go. So as you can see, the good night process is not without its pain points. But overall, I think everybody's adjusting to the duck house. So I got an email the other day from a guy who had a pretty incredible story, and I figured I'd share it with you. So this guy, Samir, he actually moved like halfway across the country to go be closer to his friend Katie. And apparently he and Katie are both big fans of our channel. You know, when he moved and he had to get his license plates changed over, you know, he and his friend Katie were so into our videos and our ducks that Samir actually changed his license plate to this. It's pretty amazing. Whoop. It's awesome, right? Oh man, look at this. I got a goose loose. What are you doing, girl? Huh? This goose right here, she is always escaping. She has like this magical ability to sneak out of the paddock. It's very frustrating. Come on, back in you go. Let's go, back in. Come on, don't you get any smart ideas. In. There we go. I gotta say, I love taking care of these geese. They are just such great animals. Beautiful, majestic, pretty low key. Somewhat friendly. They do have a little bit of a mind of their own, but I don't know. I think they're pretty great. It's a lot easier to take care of 5 geese than 31 geese. Significantly easier. So the other morning, I was out here letting the geese out and doing my morning chores, and I could actually hear coyotes out in the background. Geese are clearly freaked out. It's nuts. I mean, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning and I got coyotes. It really strikes me that I gotta figure something out with my predator protection. And I know some of you are probably wondering why the geese are out still in the pasture and they're not living with the ducks. Well, as I've been trying to commingle the two animals, I don't know, they're not gelling as easily as I had hoped. I'd hope that they would, you know, quickly try to establish a pecking order and go about their business, but I don't know. The geese are just a bit too aggressive with the ducks, and so that means I'm probably gonna have to keep them separate this winter. So because of that, I'm not gonna be trying to keep them together, and I'm working on sort of an alternate living situation for the geese. I'm not quite ready to tell you exactly what that means just yet, but pretty soon you'll see. It also might involve other animals on the farm. So that's a work in progress, but I'll cover that in a future video as soon as things are starting to get ready. Let's go, geesies. Come on. Good night, geese. In you go. Let's go. Hey, hey, no, no. There we go. That's the spirit. Wow, it's like, I don't know, maybe 5:30 right now. It's already starting to get dark here. Whew. I am not ready for that light change. That's my least favorite part. I don't mind the cold and the weather when it comes to the winter. It's the darkness that really drives me crazy.